Hello, my lovely students. I hope you all are very fine. As we have completed the explanation of chapter 12, that is air, water and weather, so now we are going to discuss the question answer. First, we used to discuss the short answer question, but in this video we are going to discuss the short and the hot question answer as well, because the number of question in the short answer question is very less. So we will cover the hot question answer also. So without any delay, let's start our video. The first question of short answer question is asking about the weather. What is weather? As we have already discussed, because this whole chapter is based on the weather only. So weather is the condition of the atmosphere of any of the place at given period of time. Okay, it can change in any time. It can change within an hour, or it can change after a week, or it can change day to day also. As we are knowing, the weather of morning is cooler as compared to the afternoon. Okay, and in this way we are seeing in a whole day, actually in a single day it can also change according to the given period of time. So weather is the atmospheric condition of a given period of time. Okay, so what is the definition? Weather is a condition of air surrounding us at a particular time with respect to temperature, moisture and wind. Why it is saying as respect to the temperature, moisture and wind? Because if the temperature will be high, the weather will be hot. If the temperature will be low, the weather will be cold. If temperature will have the more amount of the moisture, that is the water vapor, that weather will be humid. Okay, and if the wind is blowing, the weather will be called windy. So on the basis of that, that's why it is written it can change with respect to the temperature, moisture and wind. Our second question is asking about the air current. As I have already discussed, due to the sun, our air which is present around us, that all get heated up and start raising above. Okay, why? Because the cooler air is heavier, but the hot air is warmer. So whenever it become warm, it is having the tendency to raise up. Okay, and due to this process, it created a vacant space. If the air is rising up, it is creating the vacant space which is always taken by the cooler air. So whenever this process happens, so hot air used to move from its place and the cold air used to take that place. So it is a continuous movement, and this movement of the air used to convert into the wind. Okay, and this is also known as air current. So the movement of air from the hot place to the colder one, or from the cold place to the warmer one, is known as the air current. Okay, this process create the air current. So let's know what is written as answer. The continuous movement of air from the hot region to the cold region and from cold to hot region is called air currents, which is also responsible for the sea breeze and land breeze. You all are knowing the movement of the wind from the sea to the land is sea breeze, whereas the movement of the wind from the land to sea is land breeze. So that is why it is written air current is only responsible for the sea breeze and land breeze as well. As you can see in this picture, the red arrow has been shown for the warm air, as whereas the blue one is for the cold air. So warm air is always have tendency to go up. That's why the arrow has been made up in this direction, because it will go up and again after cooling down it will come down. And the cool air which is heavier, they all come down. Okay, and this continuous movement of the air produces the air current. Our third question is, what do you mean by evaporation of the water? As I was explaining this chapter, I have told you the proper definition of the evaporation is the process in which the liquid state is changing into its gaseous state on heating. This is the evaporation, and it can happen with any of the liquid. But in this question, it is especially asking about the water. Okay, what do you mean by water? Evaporation of the water. So whenever water is also the liquid. So whenever the water will convert into its gaseous states, that means in the water vapor, that process will also be called water evaporation of water. Okay, so evaporation of water is the process of changing of water into changing into water vapor due to heat. Yes, whenever it absorbs the heat, then only the liquid state is used to change into the gaseous state. So whenever water absorb the heat, they all will become hot, okay, and due to that process it will convert into the water vapor. So the process of converting water into water vapor on heating is called evaporation, and this generally happen due to the sun. It can happen due to the other sources of the heat also. Suppose we are putting the water into the container and we are putting on the stove, due to that heat also it will convert into water vapor. But generally in the water bodies like lake, water, ocean, okay, well, these all absorb the heat from the sun, okay, and then they all used to convert into the water vapor. Our next question is asking what is dew and what is it different, how it is different from the frost. You all are knowing all around us all the time the water vapor is present, okay, but in the summer season we do not see the water droplet. Why? Because our atmosphere is not that much cold, so it will convert the water vapor into water droplet, okay. That's why condensation process does not happen whenever our weather is hot. But in the winter season, okay, whenever the water vapor is present around us, that all cool down due to the cold atmosphere. You all are knowing in the cold night the temperature is very low, and due to that low temperature, whatever water vapor is present in our environment, that used to convert into the tiny droplets which settle down on the ground, on the leaves, window pane, car, grasses, everywhere. So that tiny droplets, water droplets, are called dewdrops, whereas the frost is the frozen form of the dewdrop. In some of the places where the atmosphere is very very cold, like Shimla, Kashmir, or the Russian state, or the North Pole, so these dewdrop used to convert into the frozen state, into solid state, because of the cold atmosphere. That frozen dewdrops are known as frost, as you can see, okay. Water vapor in the air condenses into the tiny droplets which are known as dew, whereas the frozen dewdrops are known as frost. See, the picture you are seeing in this on the screen is the dewdrop. You are seeing there is the different size of the dewdrop, okay, and it looks very very pretty. Next, this is the frost. This is the frozen state of the dewdrops. Now we are going to discuss the hot question answer, and first question is asking why we are having the ventilator in our houses and the building. But if you have observed, all the time our ventilators used to be in the upper part of the wall. There is also the reason behind this. Let's discuss what is the reason. This question is based on the concept of the warmer air and cold air. You all are knowing warm air is very light in weight and it is having tendency to go up, okay. So whenever hot air or warm air in the room, okay, used to warm up, they are rising up and they all escape through the ventilator, okay, and that vacant place which is created by the escaping of the warm air is always taken by the cold air, and due to that our room is always fresh and cold. And one more thing, due to this, okay, one more thing, the ventilator is all very important, okay. Whenever you are supposed to choose to live in the house, always see the ventilator is present. A lot of ventilators are present in the home. Why? Because it always keep our room fresh. Why? Because whenever the warm air is creating due to the breathing process, if we are living in the home, then we used to breathe, and due to that whenever we are breathing out, we are exhaling the carbon dioxide that warm up the air which is present in our room, and that all have tendency to go up and used to skip through the ventilator. When the ventilator will be downside, then what will happen? All the ventilator will be in the downside of the wall, then what will happen, it will go up and it will trap into the room only. Okay, because it will go up and it is having tendency to go up because of the light in weight. Okay, and that's why it is all, the ventilator is always on the upper part of the wall, so that the warm air could escape from the room and the space created by that could be taken by the cold one. Let's know the answer. Okay, let's read one time the answer. The air of our room gets heated and become lighter. This light air rises above and escapes through the ventilators to fill the vacant space. Cool and fresh air, which is heavier, comes in the room and make our room cool. As you can see the picture, all the warm air used to escape through the ventilators. The arrow, the red arrow has been shown for the warm air which is escaping from our home, and from the doors and windows the cold air is taking the vacant place. As you can see, the cold air has been shown by the blue arrow and the red one is the warm. Our last question of this video is, why do we often have AC on the upper part of the wall? This is also based on the same concept, my dear. You all are knowing the temperature of our room become warm after some time. Okay, so this red color arrow is for the warm air and the blue arrow is for cold air. So whenever the AC is giving the cold air, okay, it is having tendency to come down because cold air is always heavier. So it will come down, and the warm air will go up. So coming down of the heavier air, okay, cold air, and going up of the warm air will circulate the cold air in our room very nicely, and after some time the whole room become very cold. This is the concept only why we always put our AC on the upper part of the wall. The answer is saying it is done for the proper circulation of the hot and the cold air in the room. Cold air is heavier and hot air is lighter. Cold air from the AC on the upper part always fall down and the lighter one always go up. Okay, and it create the circular movement of the air, and this make our complete room cool. Okay, I hope you all have understood all the answers, and this video will help you to do your question answer. Thank you so much for watching the video.